Hello everyone, my name is Mars Aurel Astagina Vidaksa Mahendra, and today I'd like to share my personal opinion about my learning experience at BSI University at Kramat 98, one of main campus of Bina Sarana Informatika, located in Central Jakarta. In this video, I will tell you about what makes this university is special and why I enjoy studying in here. Binasarana Informatika is known as a digital creative campus. It focuses on modern education, especially in the fields of information technology, business communication, and creative media. I really agree with that because I have learned a lot of things at BSU University. So, here are a few opinions I'd like to share with you guys. First, there is a digital-based learning. So, here we hybrid learning, online and offline classes. Even when the class is online, we usually have the practical assignment after the lecture explains the material. This really help us understand the lesson better. Since the major is software engineering, we often work on basic projects to apply what we've learned. For an example, we make a small application or website based on what we're studying in the class. Doing this kind of project make me and my friends learn faster and become more confident with programming. And yeah, at first it was hard for me to adapt, but over time I realized it helped me become more independent and disciplined. Second, the university is creative and inclusive environment. We usually join seminar and take part in other main activities at this university. This activity help us to develop soft skill, improve communication, and gain new experience outside the classroom. For an example, sometimes there's a guest lecture from professional in the IT or business industry. Listening to their story is really inspiring and help us to understand what kind of skill we need for the future. That's one of the reasons why I like this university. There are so many interesting activities that support both our academic and personal growth. Also, I'd like to share my opinion about the lecturer. The lecturers in Best University are very friendly and super supportive. They explain the lesson clearly and always open to question, even outside of the class. I really appreciate how patient they are when we have difficulties understanding programming or technical subject. Some lecturers are even share their experience from the IT industry, which give us a real picture of how things work in the professional world. Because of them, learning here feel more enjoyable and meaningful. Third, this campus has a very strategic location, especially Kramat 98. First, because the public transport near the university. Second, there is many stall nearby, so we don't have to worry about where we eat. Third, There's a mini tree and plant nearby which make the environment feel more comfortable and refreshing, especially when we take a break between the classes. So, that's all of my opinion about this university. My if you plan to study at this university, here's my personal advice. Listen to what the lecturer explained or read an important thing in the notebook and it practice it away when you have free time, like when you're at home and yeah, like that. Oh yeah, and don't just listen. Try to apply what you learn because that's the best way to understand, and because you will not know when the big project will come, it will really help you avoid difficult later, especially when working on a big project. From my own experience, practicing early make an huge difference. You will find it easier to follow the lesson, even enjoy the process of learning. Overall, studying at University BSI 98 has been great experience for me. I've learned a lot not only from the classes but also from the seminar and activities that university provides. I believe this campus gives students good environment to grow, explore creativity, and prepare for their future career. That's all from me. Thank you for watching, and I hope this will give you better picture what it look like to study at University BSI Kramat in 98. See you next time. Hello everyone, my name is Mars Aurel Asagina Fidaksa Mahendra, and today I will explain the present continuous tense and what present continuous tense used for. Next, what is present continuous tense? Present continuous tense is a tense used to describe actions that are happening right now, around the current time, or temporary situation, and changing or developing situation. For an example, I am studying English right now, she is cooking dinner, and they are watching TV. Next, structure of the present continuous tense. Here, the formula or the structure of present continuous tense. First is subject plus to be, am is are plus verb ing. For an example, we are walking to the campus at the moment. Second, they are working on a group project. Third, she is listening to music in her room. Next, there's to be in present continuous tense. This is the formula remainder, subject to be am is are plus verb ing. In present continuous tense, I use different form of to be depending on the subject. So if I use am, the subject is always I. For an example, I am writing a note. If I use is, the subject is he, she, or it. For an example, she is studying English. Next, if I use are, the subject is you, we, or they. For an example, they are playing basketball. Next, there is a three different form of the present of continued tense. There's positive, negative, and interrogative. Here's the the form positive is the same like what I explained later. Subject to be MSR plus verb ing. For an example, I am eating breakfast right now. She's writing an email to her teacher. Third, they are cleaning the classroom. Next, the negative form. There's a difference from the positive form. Subject plus to be MSR plus not plus verb ing. For an example, I am not eating breakfast right now. She is not writing an email to her teacher. Third, they are not cleaning the classroom. Next, there's interrogative form. It's different from the positive form. First, it's to be MSR plus subject plus verb ing and question mark. For an example, am I eating breakfast right now? Is she writing an email to her teacher? Third, are they cleaning the classroom? So there is three different form of the present continuous tense. Next, use or function of the present continuous tense. There's four use uses that I use in present continuous tense to talk about actions that are happening right now around this time or temporary situation in changing or developing situation. First, action happening right now. For an example, she is speaking to her teacher right now. Like I explained to you guys about this present continuous tense. Second, temporary action or situation. I am staying at my friend for a few days. So I'm not go to my home for a few days because I'm staying in my friends. Yeah. Third, future arrangement of plans. For an example, we are meeting our project group tomorrow. For an example, it was like we're planning to do something in tomorrow. Yeah. For changing or developing situation. For an example, the weather is getting cooler this day. So it was like yeah, weather it's not like the same. It will be hot or cool depending our by the day. Next, signal word in present continuous tense. Certain times expression often appear with the present continuous tense. This word helps show that an action is happening now or around this moment. Signal word now. He's writing the report now. Right now. They are having lunch right now. At the moment. I'm not studying at the moment. Currently. She is currently working on her design project. Today we are learning about present continuous today. This week I'm practicing English speaking this week. This day people are using AI tools more often this day. Next, there is a common mistake when used present continuous tense. Here's for an example. She is study English. This is the wrong. The correct the correct is she's studying English. The explanation is, yeah, this must use ing form like this studying. They are play football. This is the wrong way. They are playing football. This is correct way. Always add ing after the verb. Next, I am not understand this. This is the wrong way. The correct way is I don't understand this. For some verb like understand or known and like are not used continuous form. Next, uh, he is work at night. The correct way is he works at night. The verb is already s, so don't add is. Tips to remember. Always use am is r plus verb ing. Second, don't use dative verb like known, believe, like, love, and hate in present continuous. Third, check your subject before choosing M is R. 4. Add incorrectly like run, running, write, writing, make, making. Next, conclusion. Present continuous tense is used for action happening right now, temporary action, and future plans. The main structure is M is R plus verb ing. Is often used signal words like now, at the moment, today, and this day. And avoid using static verbs like known, like, love, or believe. That's all from me for an explanation. If you have any question, please give a suggestion for me because I still not very good at explanation. Explain the thing. Thank you. Goodbye.